out of that first and have just the manifold with all this stuff out of the way. I wanted to take it out in like one piece, right? But I don't think I'm gonna get that lucky. So I'm thinking I gotta disassemble the rest of this first.
Can you disassemble it by the smallest point there or no?
So, like this is where it all bolts to here.
Yeah.
But you can't get to that bolt. So I think I've got to take like these bolts out and take this off. No, this doesn't come off. That'll just take this off of there, which doesn't buy me anything. This is all one piece. And if I take that off, this is still one piece. So I can take the pipe off that side and I can take the turbo off that side, but I still don't know that I can get to this bolt. But if I do that, then I only have this one little thing hanging off of that, right?
Yeah.
And all the rest of this is out of the way. So I think that's what I need to do. There's nothing along the bottom. That's really weird. You would think that that would not, you would need at least one here, right? But
well, it's the same over here at the exhaust manifold. They only have 2 bolts holding it in.
Yeah. So I think if I could get those 3 out, then this whole thing will separate. So we just got to drop this bracket, and there's no oil lines or anything attached to this. Okay. All right, I see the bolt for that. So we'll leave it hanging for now. So, right, we'll use the theory the guy was using with the exhaust manifold, right?
What?
Is don't put any weight and tension on it, right?
Right.
Because I say if I take this bracket out here, then all the weight's going to be on that. So we'll leave it hanging here for now. So I'll go back up top and see if we can get these 3. If we get those 3 bolts off the top, then undo that. This whole thing will come out.
Okay.
I gotta get the brackets, but there's a muffler. A little bungee cord action. Obviously I can't start it like that, but got the clamp for there, and I've got the bracket for here, but I need the bracket for down there and down there or to make my own. Alright, so we got this muffler bracket and heat shield. Bolts onto these bolts here, and these bolts here. It's going to connect to the muffler here and there. Then I can clamp this up, get rid of my bungee cord. It's another bracket for here that I have somewhere. Not sure what it connects to, but I gotta go find that. All right, muffler's mounted, sort of. I gotta get that bracket there, and I got the rubber piece that goes in that hole there on order. And I gotta put the hose clamp on, but it's in place mostly. So we're gonna fire it up and see what it sounds like. So we got the engine running pretty good, but none of the brakes work. Step on the pedal and nothing happens. Just everything's frozen and rusted and old. So we won't be driving it until we get brakes. So that's what they say. Them's the brakes. No, seriously, them's the brakes. Got all brand new brakes. So see how long it takes me to put these in. And take this puppy for a spin. cylinder.
Oh yeah, talk to me about this.
So I bought a new master cylinder, but I didn't buy the new tank because I was like, why do I need the new tank? And as soon as I put it on, I realized it was cracked here and just pouring all the fluid out. So I tried to epoxy it and whatever, and it didn't work. So that was part of the holdup.
So this is a new
one. So
one.
I got a new tank.
Okay.
Yeah, I ordered the lines and the tank from Ireland.
What part? Oh, this is what you need to get from Ireland.
The rear brake hoses.
Oh.
Now they don't look any different than the front hoses, and the front hoses are in stock in Texas. So I'm not sure why I had to get these from Ireland. Maybe there's a difference in the length. I don't know. But so anyways, with this guy now, you put fluid in it and then you pump it, and you basically pump the fluid back into the tank. And when you first start, these are full of air. So you do this for like half an hour. Yeah.
Like
and get all the air out of this. Then I put this in the car, and then I unhook these one at a time and put the line on really fast to try to introduce as little air as possible.
You're gonna bleed it before you connect it?
You got to bleed this guy itself, yeah.
You can't just pump it with the foot pedal?
So they say you'll never get all the air out. So you pre-bleed it, you bench bleed it is what they call it. Then you put it in, hook the lines up, and then you bleed it again in the car. Okay. But now you're bleeding the lines. Here you're bleeding this. I guess the internals in this can get air stuck in it, and they say you'll never get it out if you don't do it this way. So,
well, that's good.
So
that's good to know.
I've done brake master cylinders before. I've never done that. So,
right. You just sit there and pump it and pump it and pump it until it squirts out, right? And then you're done.
Yeah. So.
The bleeder.
Yeah. So I'm probably gonna have an hour and a half to 2 hours left of getting this all back together.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if it works.
All right.
So my concern.
Uh-oh.
Back over here. Is such the vacuum booster, right, which gives you your power brakes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's going to work, but I don't care, right? If it's harder to push the pedal, so what for now, right? But you see this middle guy here?
Yeah.
This is the guy that comes out. So watch. When I step on the brake. Out he comes, right? If I let off the brake, it didn't go back.
Uh-oh.
So I got to put my foot under it, and I can't even pull it with my foot. I've got to grab it with my hand and pull it back.
I can hear the crunchy.
So I don't know if the master cylinder, when you push it, it's springy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to push this. So I think what I'm going to have to do is exactly what you just alluded to. Spray this down with lube on each side and just work the pedal for a half an hour, and hopefully I don't push it and then have to pull it up and push it and have to pull it up, because then I don't know if it feels safe driving it.
Yeah, I think you want, if you're going to work on these brakes, you want to just do it once.
Yeah.
Right?
So this isn't that big of a deal. You know, you set the master cylinder on here, 2 nuts and 2 lines. So if I got to take it off again to do this, I will. But yeah. So I got to order that guy, and he's another 10 days. So.
All right. So Rob, how long before we get this thing on the road?
This should just be 2 weeks.
I'm That's, I know. And I do actually have another question. It's hot in here. How are you doing it, man? This is.
I'm just trying to ignore it. So I have this fan.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I have batteries for it, and they're charged. I was gonna grab it, and then I didn't, and I was like, you know what? I'll just try to do the rear real fast, and then when I come over here, I'll set it up nice when I do the fronts.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I go in the house every so often and chug some water. And
yeah.
The thing, if I step on the brake, right, and as I step on the brake, the pedal stays down, the car will stop, right? So I don't want to go out on a main road, because if I slow down at a stop sign, then I might not be able to get going or something, right? But I can't imagine like that the brakes would not work. It would be the opposite problem, or they would work, and then I can't move, and I got to pull it back, you know what I mean?
It won't release like the.
Yep. But I think, like I said, like you said, I think if I lube this up and just work it, right? Yeah. So I don't know all the internals of the vacuum.
All right, so this is the original.
Yep. So if we push it, see, first of all, it doesn't want to go. If I eventually get it to move,
Oh, look at
it's
that rust.
see how it's staying out.
Yeah.
It keeps coming out, right? But the new one just simply comes out, goes back, comes out, goes back.
We
So-
never were gonna get that thing.
That was never going to work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Okay.
So this is on that side of the firewall, and it pokes through into driver's compartment.
Yeah.
There's 4 nuts,
Yeah.
and then the brake pedal is here. But
Yeah.
It's got an arm that goes up and over and down, and then it connects to this rod here,
Okay.
which comes through here, right? So it pushes that through. And so, sorry, it goes this way. So this bolt is right up against the center console.
Okay.
This one is better because the center console kind of ends there.
Yeah.
This one wasn't too bad, but this one is hidden behind everything. And that arm that goes up and over and down is like right here. So there's no room to get a wrench here, so you can only do a socket. But the socket, you can't get the ratchet in there. So
Okay.
we had to use this 3-foot extension with a universal.
That's pretty
So-
funny.
The kids gave up on it. They're like, it's not happening, sorry. And they went in the house, and then I got all upside down in there. And so I got this gasket here, brand new, and I can't find it. So this one's not bad, but it's like, damn, I spent $10 on a brand new gasket, and it's freaking gone. So, and then I bought this valve. I bought the new check valve
Okay.
and the seal. That was like another $30, but this came with it.
Okay.
So now I've got an extra one of those that I don't need. So I'm like $50 wasted on this project, but it's all right. If it works.
You got it out though, right? You got.
Yep. Okay. Not complain. So now what I'm doing here, we'll put this bracket back on here, and then I've got to adjust this to be the same length, right? From here to the center of that, I got to get the same dimension. So I should probably do that before I put this on.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Probably have to do that with a wrench or that stubby ratchet.
yeah. Well, I know that, but the other one I still couldn't get.
The